Hello everyone, this is Grumpy Gamer. Welcome back to another episode of Tekkit. I have started playing on a clan server. I'm on a server with a bunch of other people now. Honestly, it's getting boring with just me and my girlfriend, so we joined another server. It's a fairly new world. I think the world started up just a couple days before I joined. World's only like a week old, but I'm not sure how many other players there are, maybe half a dozen. Me and my girlfriend, about half a dozen others. But I'm going to give you a tour of what I've got so far. This road right here leads to my house. This episode I'll just show you what I've built so far, and then maybe some other episodes we'll tour what other people have built. But this right here is kind of like the main crafting area. I've got all my machines right here, macerator, electric furnace, etc., etc. Over here is my power plant. As you can see, it's a fairly new world, so it's not as advanced as the other world I got. I got 4 low voltage solar panels solar arrays and 1 medium voltage solar array, and I have 4 MFEs. Now I like the way I hook these up. I don't know if there's a limit to it, but if you look at it, this right here, this is the power generating end. These 3 things right here are generators, and these 5 things are solar arrays. But they're feeding power to these 4 MFEs, which are like basically a medium grade battery box. All 4 of the outputs of these MFEs are tied together. So you can see these 3 outputs are tied together, and this one over here, it loops over and it ties in too. So all 4 MFEs are tied to this same line. Now right here, low voltage transformer and a battery box, and what they do is they limit the current going to this energy link, and this energy link right now it's powering a tree farm, but we can switch it over and power a quarry with it or something. Let me show you. This is our bedroom. It's not a pretty big bedroom, just got a bed, but if you look there's no walls. I don't have any walls right here, yet monsters can't get in here. First of all, I've got torches everywhere, so the chance of them spawning around here are pretty slim. But let's say there's like a small area that you missed or something chases you. I can run into this house and they can't follow me, because when I joined the server they taught me about something called interdiction torches. Basically what they do is they're a different colored torch. They're kind of a teal color, and you throw them on the ground like a regular torch, and then they throw out light like a regular torch, but no monster can enter the radius of the torch's light. And the torch can be hidden, so these torches are actually hidden under these wood panels right here, or the wood planks on the floor. And so something's coming after me, I run up in here, and it's kind of like if you remember the old dog and the foghorn leghorn, the dog always runs, he gets into this chain. Well, same thing here. Unless it's a skeleton, skeletons can shoot at you, but anything else, it'll be standing like out there, and you can just sit there and laugh at it and they can't come in. It's pretty cool. Over here, it's kind of turned into a reed farm, but I was actually using it for decorations, but I use it for reed farm now too. But there we go, we got some reeds, but I just got like a little water pool back there. And let me show you the next area. I have a ladder going down here, and this is going to be my storage area and ore processor. I've just built this tonight. It's not fully tested yet, but there's the ore processor. If you remember in my other Tekkit world I had an ore processor. This one right here, it's more of a straight line. I've tried to just keep it 2 roads wide, but I ended up putting an engine on the side and a little wire, but for the most part, most of it is 2 blocks wide. If I tried really hard I might be able to get this stuff inside there, but I don't care. But here, I did start using a little E. Everybody on the server uses equivalent exchange, and so I use a little some too. I started using these alchemical chests because they store twice as much as a regular chest. It just takes diamonds to make them, but they take up less space and they store twice as much as a double chest. Now let me explain how this works. It's not fully tested yet. It should work. I've been testing it some, so it'll probably work. But anyway, if you remember from my other server, this is a teleport pipe set to frequency 5. That's the quarry frequency, and this is my Minecraft name, Frost67734. So if I was to build a quarry or something, any materials I mine will come in through here. But if you notice, there's three blank spots, other blank spots. These are for other players. Like my girlfriend will take a spot, and then optionally, if two other people on the server, if they want to send their quarry output here, they can. Where I've been kind of sharing, like one guy does all the EE, I tell him I need something, he'll make it, and I still don't mess with the EE that much. I made the alchemical chest, and that's about it. And I gave myself some bone meal, but anyway, once the raw materials come in from the quarries, comes in, goes over this pipe, comes down, goes into this chest. Now, the reason I like to put a chest is because, like say I got a bunch of stuff in my inventory, I can manually put it in here and it'll get fed into the system, and it's pretty smart. Like I got a reject chest way over here. If I put something in there and it doesn't know what to do with it, it ends up in this chest. So like say for example wood, I put a piece of wood in there. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I don't put a piece of wood in there. I just wanted to show you that the chest was empty. Now if I come way over here, it's kind of hard to trace it, but I'll show you how the system works. But anyway, let's go ahead and put that in there, and steam engine sucks it out via wooden pipe, and you can see the block right there. But anyway, we won't follow that block. I'll just show you in a minute. It ends up down there. Let me keep explaining how this machine works. Okay, once it comes out of this chest, it goes up here and goes in this diamond pipe. Now this diamond pipe is programmed. Anything that needs to go to the ore processor will go to the red output. So I have tin, silver, gold, copper, iron, cobblestone. If you feed cobblestone to the ore processor, you'll end up with glass. And I got gravel. Feed gravel in there, I'll end up with flint. I could reprogram this on the fly. That's how I got it programmed now. So anyway, I'll show you the ore processor first. So let's say for example I dropped a piece of iron ore in there. It goes down here and it goes into macerator. Macerator turns it into 2 coal dust. I'm sorry, 2 iron dust. Then it comes out of macerator, goes through here, it goes into another chest. Now I have this chest here for the same reason I had the first one. So if I want to manually, like say I got a stack of cobblestone and I want to make stone, I just drop a stack of cobblestone in there and it'll turn it into stone. And so from this chest right here, it loops around here. It's a little hard to see, but basically, yeah, there you can see it. There's the comes out with macerator, goes in this chest, goes up this pipe, it goes down here into the electric furnace. Electric furnace cooks the stuff, and it comes out here, goes up this pipe, and all your ores go in here. And I try to mark it the best I can. That's actually a piece of bronze. I didn't have enough copper to make a copper block, but I have signs, but it's a lot easier just visually to see like the block. So like say for example right now I can't read that sign down there. It says gold, but I can see the gold block, so it makes it easier to find stuff when you mark them when you can. So I've got all the chests marked but a few. I just couldn't figure out how to mark a few of them, like coal. I don't know how to mark a coal chest. You can't make a coal block. Same with redstone. The redstone, I put redstone torches on the side and that kind of identifies it. But I've got chests for all kinds of stuff. Lapis, gems. Now gems, that counts as emeralds, sapphires, diamonds, everything. They should go in this chest. But anyway, yeah, I got to go back here. That's how the ore processor works. So anything that needs to go to the ore processor goes down this pipe. Anything doesn't need to go to the ore processor goes up this pipe and comes out over here and goes to right here. Now from here, these are just diamond pipes. If something needs to go down this chest, like say for example stone, if you look at the bottom of the pipe, it's black, so I just put a piece of stone in the black slot. And so what happens when stuff's traveling down here, if it's a piece of stone, it goes down to here. So I've got starts right here and it goes down this long line, and if at the very end, if none of those chests want it, it goes into the miscellaneous chest, and there's that wooden plank I told you about. So it's pretty foolproof. I still need to work on a little bit. I actually want to experiment with red power too, because what happens now is I actually have 9 overclockers in here, But if you're sending goods through here, like, or ores through here, like say gold, and this thing's still processing iron, the gold will fall out of the system. That's a flaw with industrialcraft. If you use red power 2, red power won't send anything out into the world unless it has a destination. So like, let's say for example I'm processing iron. If I have gold in this chest and it wants to come out, red power 2 won't let the gold come out until all the iron's done, so you don't have to worry about stuff falling on the ground. And that's actually the reason I got 9 overclockers on here, because I want to try to get rid of this stuff as quickly as possible to make sure it doesn't fall out of the system. So right now we're just trying to get it up and going, but after the world's a little more established, I'll replace a lot of this with the red power 2 stuff. Now let me show you some stuff down here. By the way, this right here leads down to the branch mine. Nothing there to show you, it's just a branch mine. But let me show you what else. Oh, as you can see on this world, I put a little more effort into decorating it, trying to make it look cool. So this right here was originally going to be where I put the ore processor and all the storage and stuff. Problem I had with it was that it's just too far away when you're crafting. Like, most of the time you're crafting on this bench because there's all your machines, and say you need a little piece of something, you don't have to walk all the way over there to get it. Kind of slows you down. So that's why I've got 2 ways up and down here. First I had the stairs, that even seemed a little too slow, so then I put this ladder here, and you can just go down the ladder and bam, you're right here with all the storage area. That's about the fastest I can make it, so, as far as getting from point A to point B. Got all my red alloy furnaces here. I actually hadn't used them yet, I just set them up. I hadn't messed with the red power 2 yet, but basically I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get off work, and we've got set up now where we can run a quarry. So when we get a quarry going, we'll start having resources rolling. Right now everything you see that's here, it's been done by caving. We've done a lot of caving. But here's this bridge right here. I'm kind of proud of it. I think it looks cool. Me and another guy on the server named Zeth, we built that together. It took us about 2 hours together. Here's something. Oh, I heard a squid. Kind of freaked me out, but yeah, I like that bridge. And let me go across the bridge and we'll see what's over there. And here, over here on the left, we got our infinite water source. It's kind of trying to make it look like a well a little bit. Here's our wheat farm. Now I'm just going to show you this, how I got this wheat farm set up. This is how we always build our wheat farm, me and my girlfriend. I came up with this design a long time ago, like over a year ago, and it works so well that we just use it every time we start a game. But it's not automated, but it's very fast to harvest and replant. Let me show you how this works. First of all, if you harvest wheat, you notice it has nowhere to go but on the pathway or on this block here. So what you do is you butt yourself up against this block and just hold down the left mouse button and side strafe. Had a little lag there and it made me screw up. Probably perhaps start a new file, I don't know. But anyway, I make one pass and see, I will be able to pick everything up. So it takes 2 passes. One pass to cut it down, another pass to pick it up. The jinx of that is pretty darn fast. So that is all harvested. And now I can use the same technique. We'll see what we ended up with. We ended up with 56 wheat. Now let me replant. That goes by pretty quick too, the same technique. But this time I'm going to stand in front of it, hold down the right mouse button. Like I say, it's not automated, but it's pretty fast, this technique. But every time I make a world and we want a wheat farm, like on vanilla Minecraft, this is the way we do it. So that was pretty fast to harvest that whole thing. What we always do too is we put a chest out here and we just throw the stuff in there, the wheat, and well, some people put other stuff in chests sometimes. You see, basically it's supposed to be the hose. wheat and seeds, and happens every sometimes somebody comes by here periodically, they'll just harvest it. Here's our sheep farm. Seth built this, but it's pretty handy. You can just come in here with your chainsaw, and there's so many sheep in here that by the time you get done shearing them all, it's already grown back on the other sheep. So you can continuously stay in here and do this and get stacks and stacks of wool. Well, that's the sheep farm. Let me get on out of here. Uh-oh, I left the door open. And they won't let me out. You better get back in there. I have no problem killing you. We got more. We got more sheep. You thought you were gonna... I was gonna put you back in there, but I'm not. Uh-oh. I'm talking to the animals in Minecraft. I always hate those people. We got a little pig farm. We don't do much with it. To have it just to have it. Now, buildcraft also lets you experiment with agriculture. You can crossbreed crops and stuff. That's what this little area is supposed to be for. There's another player down here who has a house named Zinks. I'll go ahead and show you his house. He built all this just like today or so. Let me go ahead and do a time set because I'm just showing off the world and I don't want to blow up something with a creeper blast or something. There we go. Yeah, he started. We built all these machines a few hours ago. He's got 2 generators, a low battery box, a macerator, and an electric furnace. I like the location of his house. Here's his house up here. But he may have one here. I'm not sure. I don't think he does. But if he puts an interdiction torch here, he does not have to put a door. Monsters won't go past the interdiction torch. That's pretty cool. I forgot what he has up here. Oh, it's his bedroom. Yeah, but he's got a pretty nice view up here. You can see my house from there. Let me get on down here. Is this glitched? Oh, there we go. Well, give me a hard time there. So next I'll show you Seth's house. It's actually in the opposite direction, but I actually don't have a quarry in this world yet. I want to run it off solar power. I hate the engines. The amount of time I spent, I could have run it off refineries or coal or something, but I've just spent time caving, and I'm going to go straight to electrical power when I run my quarry. And by the way, if you want to know how to run, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, if you want to know how to run a quarry off electricity off the EU, I have a tutorial, or I have a video where I'll show you how to do that. It's called, let me try to think of the name, Solar Powered Quarry via Energy Link, and that's how you do it. But here's the tree farm. Girlfriend built this. She didn't. It just uses the filler to knock the blocks down. She didn't build tall enough, so you got a rubber tree up there hanging. Basically, these rubber trees take forever to grow. So what we did is you just plant a ton of saplings all over the place, and hopefully one will grow in a few hours. But when they do grow, if you can see up there, that's a massive block of wood up there. Just the trunk coming down. The trunk is only like probably 3 by 3. So I was showing Zinks how to run this quarry, or run this filler. You've seen my tree farm in another video. It's the same principle. All you got to do is take a glass block out and put one in, and that'll reset the filler, and it'll knock down all the blocks inside the cube. I don't want to do it now because it'll knock down all the saplings, but you can see right here I'm getting electricity. This is coming from my house. I showed you that teleport pipe a while ago. Here it is coming over here. We set that to frequency 4, and anytime you want electricity from the house, you just put a teleport pipe, or not electricity, but this is actually mechanical energy. Energy Link takes the electrical energy and turns it into mechanical energy, so this is taking the place of an engine. This little thing right here is actually equivalent to 3 or 4 combustion engines. By the way, there's Zinks he got on. I gotta give him a message. Hi, I am recording a YouTube video. Talk to you soon. So, by the way, let's go over here. Anyway, that's the tree farm. So this right here is Seth's house. This is actually like his third house. He's working on a fourth. It's a castle, so I think he's got a short attention span. Right there where he says ho, I helped him do that. I was standing back here and watching him, but he was sharing house with another guy, and I don't know why he put ho on there, but I was standing back here telling him, oh, you need to move the H over to the left. I'm not happy with it because it's not centered. I like everything to look nice, and that's obviously not centered, but here's our rubber tree farm, or they're just rubber trees, but we got two ways of doing it. You can just go back there. You can go through here with a tree tap and just get these little things here, and we actually go do that. I'll just get a couple. Oh, he's teleported to me. He's gonna harass me. He's like 15 years old, so actually the guys on here, a lot of them are, most of them I think are underage, but they're all mature for their age. Yeah, they're all mature for their age. Most of them. Age range varies, so. So anyway, yeah, you can just come through here, and these things regrow. I don't know, like about the same rate as the trees, I guess, or every hour or so you can come through here and harvest everything. But this thing right here, oh, let me show you this. I built this river right here. I just got a couple source blocks. It flows down here. Here's an infinite water source. That's actually what I used to build this, but I went ahead and left it there because you never know when you might need an infinite water source. But I built the little bridge. This river, it's all man-made, and it comes out over here, and there's just another little waterfall thing, but they both come over here and they drain. Sometimes it's hard to get around the trees. The river goes this way, and then it just drains out into this. Now all these trees around that I'm walking around, the rubber trees and the oak trees, are all placed by me. I was kind of like every tree here is placed by me. There originally was a handful of trees, but basically this is a grass plains area, or I don't know what you call it, plains, where anyway. And vanilla Minecraft is that ugly area with nothing, no trees, and just grass and flowers everywhere. I don't like the grass in this game because it looks like weeds, and I think the people who make Tekkit agree, because if you notice there's not too much grass, but I hate the grass. It looks just like weeds. You can see way off there a lot of birch trees in the distance. Those trees right there, that's where I go if I just want regular. I was going there if I wanted regular wood, but this is before we got the tree farm around. We only got the tree farm going yesterday, so what I do there is I'll knock down like 30 or 40 trees, and by the time I'm done there's a bunch of saplings, and I'll just replant them all. But there's not too much more I think to show you in this video. We'll cut it short here in a second. Here's a ladder leading up to the roof. Not too much here. Now I actually like this design here. I love this. I actually used it in another world for a house. I liked it so much I modified it a little bit, but I like the design, so I decided to use it here. Let me show you what it looks like from the bottom. The other world, it actually looked a lot cooler. It was bigger, and it was almost like a cathedral made out of leaves and birch wood. It was just a huge building with a kind of a dome roof, but this is the same thing. It had glass ceiling for like a sunroof, and then you got the leaf blocks, and I actually not sure. Spiders could technically get through there, but they can't get up on the roof. So actually, when I first built this house, this is going to be a temporary shelter. If you come out here, we've kind of changed it up some, but this was a gorgeous area. This right here, this big tall plateau, you can see the retaining wall. This is all man-made. There was a little island here, but it didn't have these steep cliffs, so we built all of this. We built this when we built the bridge. We built the bridge and then we built this, but decided to put all our farms back here, and then Zink's logged on and he decided to build his house back there. And so here's another thing I'd like to do. I've done this in the worlds before. You see the trees, I build like these little pillars, and then I put the trees on them, put them out in the water. I always thought that would look cool, but it gives you a pretty good view. Now one thing I want to put here, I just hadn't got around to, it's an idea, is you see how I got this rail on the bridge? I like that rail. I was thinking about putting it from here all the way back to here, all the way across here, and then you could just stand here and be like a nice view with a rail. It looked pretty neat. Oh, here's the back door to the wheat farm. You can come out this way. And that'll take you to the wheat farm too. But I'm probably going to do updates on this maybe once or twice a week, and then I'll have some tutorial videos too showing people how to do some new stuff. I don't like the basic stuff like how do you make a macerator. There's a ton of videos on that. What I like to do is come up with some original ideas, or maybe just a lot of this too is like you'll learn an idea from one person, you'll learn another idea from a second guy, and then what you do is you can combine them. But that's the kind of stuff I like to do. I like to watch other videos and just not copy it completely, but learn how to do something or use part of a design or something. And that's the kind of stuff I like to upload, showing you how I do stuff. Like I'm showing you how my ore processor works. But anyway, this is Grumpy Gamer. I appreciate everybody who watches my videos. Thanks for liking them, subscribing, leaving comments and all that. We'll see you next time.